The anticipation of tonight's matchup is felt throughout the Sanford Pentagon, where we will have two teams in the NBA G League looking to work their way into playoff contention. Good evening, I'm Dan Peters. Glad to be with you this evening as the 4-3 Sioux Falls Skyforce take on the 2-4 Osceola Magic. The Skyforce are affiliates of the Miami Heat and the Magic. Of course, the Orlando Club is their team franchise. And the two teams have very similar capacities and things going on prior to tip, including the return of Alondis Man Williams for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Bryson Warren will be coming off the bench for Sioux Falls, but he scored 40 in his last outing against the Westchester Knicks. And Christian Brown scored 30 in that contest last Friday night, a 50-point win. Mac McClung, who is the two-time reigning NBA Slam Dunk champion, is here tonight with the Magic. Former Sioux Falls Skyforce player Javonte Smart is also in the building this evening. And we'll also have the services of Ethan Thompson for the Osceola Magic. Those three players will be looking to kickstart the offense, which is prolific for the Orlando Magic. Alex Morales getting the start tonight, his first start of the season for the Osceola Magic. Jalen Slauson has started all six. Ethan Thompson and Mac McClung also have started all six. That new name, Colin Castleton. He was on a two-way contract with the Memphis Grizzlies and the Hustle. He was released, and then a trade with Long Island brought Castleton here to the Osceola Magic, formerly the Lakeland Magic. Sioux Falls Skyforce, their starting lineup. We mentioned Alondis Man Williams, who is back. Nasir Little, Malik Williams, Isaiah Stevens, and Josh Christopher making his regular season debut. He had been with the Miami Heat throughout the beginning of the G League regular season, so ever since Christmas Day, Josh Christopher has been with the Heat. So you have the insertion into the lineup of Alex Morales and Colin Castleton for the Magic, and then you've got two new starters for Sioux Falls as well, making their debuts, Alondis Williams and Josh Christopher. Castleton 6'11", out of Florida, finished his collegiate career with the Gators. And the tap will be won by the Magic, and they will start possession. Thompson and McClung, they will be the tip of the spear for the offense for the Magic. There's Thompson getting his first try from the outside. Offensive rebound for the Magic. Castleton dumps it off for Thompson. Thompson on the basket cut. Now sometimes you can look at talent and you can say, okay, you've got this for this team, and that kick for Ethan Thompson will put 14 back on the clock. So the Skyforce with Stevens, Christopher, and Williams, man in the lineup. That's the first time that these three have been on the court together since Summer League. 7 to shoot as the Magic bottle up Stevens on the outside. Alex Morales will give it up. The pass is too strong. It will be gathered in. Magic will continue possession off the turnover. Mac McClung will call out play number one. Little off on the pass. Tried to hit Jalen Slauson on his way to the basket on the fast break. McClung with the ball fake, and the Skyforce get the steal. Nasir Little is going to press the issue against Mac McClung. Kick it out for the Christopher three. And McClung the rebound. Ball, another deflection out of bounds. Magic will keep it. So we played almost 90 seconds of this contest. One bucket on the board. Thompson turns the corner. He will run into Malik Williams, who will block the shot. Isaiah Stevens will pick it up. And again, looks like the Magic are going to settle into a zone. Malik Williams, the left-handed hook. Magic the other way. Castleton, quick move inside, will score over Williams. Two minutes gone by as Isaiah Stevens gets a friendly roll. Ethan Thompson is wide open. He will step into a three. Skyforce dodge one. As Alondis Williams will take it the other direction. Man flipping it up. He will get a chance to go to the free throw line. Man was with the Detroit Pistons and the Motor City Cruise on a two-way contract. He was scoring at an 18-point clip, 82% at the free throw line, 30% from long range for the product out of Wake Forest. There's Man. Ties the game at 4. Of course, when you have the two Williams players for Sioux Falls, Man and Malik. Of course, it's Alondis formerly. Mac McClung, ball fake. He is a prolific scorer. And the save to Sioux Falls. Nasir Little will lead the break. He will Euro step, kick it out. The three from the right corner. Man with a quick 5 points. And the Skyforce have scored 7 straight. McClung. Slauson from the outside. That one will kick to the corner. Slauson on the season from the outside is 35% in the regular season. The former Furman product. Slauson, the Furman Paladins. Another three for Williams. Man, a little strong. Skyforce still lead it by 3. And we got some jostling, which draws a whistle. Our officials for tonight's ball game: Nate Kearley, Catherine Chang, and Bill McClatchy. They are going to be on patrol for tomfoolery. And a minimum of mischievousness on the drive. Alex Morales taking it all the way to the bucket. You will see a lot of inside play for the Magic. As Christopher dumps it off, Malik Williams will fade to the corner for 3. It's either threes or in the paint 2s for the Osceola Magic. McClung will look to break down Christopher. McClung will give it off. 5 to shoot as Morales will go with the left-hand flip. And the rebound captured by Red. Isaiah Stevens will dump it off, and Malik Williams aggressive to the 10. Malik Williams will go to the free throw line. 1 for 2 points. Couple of no-look passes. And Malik Williams drawing the foul. Jordan Slauson will pick up the personal. Malik Williams out of Louisville. He is 4 of 7 from the free throw line in this regular season. Williams averaging 12 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks per game. He's already got a block in this one. And Williams puts 2 on the board. So 3 players have scored for each team. Alondis Williams has more than 1 bucket, the only player with that distinction. Again, the defense at the top, both teams have been pressuring on the outside. A little bit of trapping. Well, again, you see the closeness between Man and McClung. McClung will pitch it back out. Ethan Thompson will try to break down. And they kick to McClung, who got open. They let Mac McClung get a sliver of daylight and lights up the scoreboard to tie it at 9. Man, that one goes off one of the Magic. It was intended for Malik. Josh Christopher making his return to Sioux Falls after being with the Heat. During the showcase and the tip-off tournament portion of the season, Christopher was the leading scorer in the NBA G League. Number of points scored during his 17 games, and he averaged 26.4. Isaiah Stevens with 10 to shoot. Hesitation, gets to the glass. Castleton will pull it down. McClung looking to get into the paint. He is fouled. Both he and Alondas end up on the deck. That will bring us to a timeout on the court. And man and Malik doing the sandwich. Tied at 9. We'll be back in a moment.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the spark that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Welcome back. We're in the early goings in this tight battle between Osceola and Sioux Falls. You can see the call-ups from the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Keyshawn Johnson getting the full contract for the Miami Heat. Isaiah Stevens getting a two-way contract with Miami. And then you have Zion Pullen. He was called up to the Memphis Grizzlies and also the Memphis Hustle. You can see in the Magic's field goal shooting, 49%, 36% from three, and scoring 121 points per game. Of course, they give up 124, including in their last game, 139 that they gave up to the Wisconsin Herd. The Magic are on a two-game losing streak. That game against Wisconsin this past Saturday, Javonte Smart off the bench with 23 to lead the Magic. So you can expect fireworks from the reserve portion of the Magic lineup. Skyforce, and that most previous victory for them was a 50-point battering of the Westchester Knicks, 152-102. Christopher, the kick, free throw line jumper, and Malik. Back square. Caleb Daniels entering the lineup for the Sioux Falls Skyforce out of Villanova. McClung dumps it off. And player fell down. No contact. There's an opportunity from the outside for the Magic. Jared Culver checking into the game, launching from deep. Into the lane, and a score. And also Dave Egan gets a little bit of the roughness from Josh Christopher. It's a quick 5-on-4. Magic doing a good job of taking advantage of the extra man that they had on their side. Nasir Little is the only Skyforce starter that has not scored. Malik Williams, offensive rebound. They'll call the foul. I think they'll get that on Castleton. Yep, that's Castleton with the foul, his first. That's the third on the Magic. Malik back to the free throw line. The two-way players for the Osceola Magic are Mac McClung, who is here as Malik misses the free throw. The other is Trevelin Queen, who has bounced around in the G League. And a two-way contract with Orlando and Osceola. The spin from Morales, Castleton. That is the one thing that Castleton can do, is find space. Skyforce gave him that space in the lane. The former starter for the Osceola Magic will soon enter the game at the pivot. Three for Malik is short. The other direction, past Culver, and there's Castleton. Will blast it through. Robert Baker, the second, will join the lineup for the Osceola Magic soon. Pull-up jumper, going glass is Malik. Malik has 6 to lead Sioux Falls. Castleton's got 8 to lead the Osceola Magic. Turnaround jumper, Castleton, he's in a rhythm. Castleton, and again, he just joined the Magic yesterday. Actually, no, that was Wednesday, the 15th, when they signed him after being released, cleared waivers, and then the Memphis didn't want him as Malik Williams goes to work. Malik up to 8. So it's the battle of the bigs early on. Ball deflected. Nasir Little will set it up. Caleb Daniels will fire. And the rebound, Ethan Thompson unopposed. Mac McClung sends it out. Ethan Thompson's open. And he gets it. 22-17. 3:30 to go, first quarter. Caleb Daniels will set it up for Christopher. We'll go 5 out. A 27-footer for Christopher, short, will bound back to him. He will set it up for Daniels. 3 from the right corner. And that prompts a timeout from Coach Dylan Murphy and the Osceola Magic. Skyforce sharing it with Christopher to Daniels.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
What's happening in the new NBA app? What isn't happening? Watch this. Because this is can't stop, won't stop. Oh, stop it. Being up to speed at the speed of... Did you see that? All access to all the above.
And that's all day.
Big stops, bigger shots, passes behind the back, to peeks behind the scenes. In every moment in between.
Because if it's happening in the new NBA app.
Inside the Sanford Pentagon, we are not prey to the winds and the chill that's coming from the northwest tonight. And if you want to add that extra layer for the cold that is coming to the upper Midwest and other parts of the country, make sure you get your Skyforce merch, get your gear, so you'll ward off The cold. Oh, you like the Arc of Dreams in that Skyforce motif. Nasir Little has been pacing the Sioux Falls Skyforce in the regular season. 19.7 points per game. Malik Williams, the leading rebounder, and also number 1 in the blocks. Isaiah Stevens, that almost 8 assists per game. That's a little bit below what he had been prolifically putting up in the Showcase Cup course portion of the season. Here's Javonte Smart, his first appearance for the Osceola Magic as a member, or rather back in the Sanford Pentagon. Ooh, Baker on the lob. Puts it down. Robert Baker, a graduate of Harvard. Bryson Warren feeds Warren Washington. So you got a Warren going in your connections. And Bryson trying to prevent Javonte Smart from getting on track. There's Baker for 3. Caleb Daniels flying in. You can see that wrap on the right hand of Caleb Daniels. He was out against the Westchester Knicks for that 50-point thumping. He would have probably loved to have been in that particular contest. Tough shot for Josh Christopher. Comes Culver. Culver's going to drive, and he'll get to the rim, and it's wiped away by Washington. The cleanup comes to Slauson. Magic by 4. Closing stages of the first quarter. Isaiah Stevens, the step back. Plenty of wide on the weak side for the Osceola Magic. Javonte Smart open for 3, and he cashes in. With a minute 37 seconds left, the Magic lead by 7. And the Sioux Falls Skyforce and Coach Dan Bisacchio want to talk a little bit. Because once the Magic start hitting their three-point shots, they are a very dangerous team. When the Osceola Magic win, they shoot 43% from the outside. When they lose, they shoot 33%. You have Mac McClung leading the way for the Magic's points. Jalen Slauson with the rebounds and the blocks. Mac McClung also leading the assist category. Slauson also cleaning up on the steals. So the Osceola Magic, a lot of their concentration, at least in the leading categories, Slauson and McClung, but Ethan Thompson also a very good scorer for the Magic. Stevens and Christopher, Washington. Now they'll give it up to Daniels. As Christopher, the distributor, his 3rd assist of the night. Magic by 5. Down low, Culver is in double trouble, but is able to get it to the rim and through the nylon. Magic has scored 31 in this first quarter. Skyforce have not kept pace. On the season, the Osceola Magic, their offensive rating usually consistent in the wins and the losses, as Warren will take the last foul to give. A little bit too aggressive with Javonte Smart. Osceola will range between a 115 to a 119 offensive rating, no matter how they play defensively. Slauson with the spin, the kick. That's Gardner. That's Robert Gardner. Warren Washington has it slip away. Robert Gardner will give it up to Jalen Slauson. Jalen Slauson was here at the Sanford Pentagon as a member of the Stockton Kings. So he has played in this building before. Another cut to the basket for Caleb Daniels, who is fouled, who will go to the line. So Culver fly on the flyby. Myron Gardner, excuse me, I gave the wrong first name earlier. Myron Gardner out of Arkansas, Little Rock. Caleb Daniels with 5 points, now 7. Daniels in the regular season, 58% from the free throw line. Skyforce have fallen off in the regular season from the free throw line. They were up in the upper 70 percentile, but since the regular season began, Skyforce are at just above 70%. Javonte Smart will give it up to Slauson, and they do not get the shot off in time. A violation. 3.5 seconds left in the period. Magic lead by 7. We'll see if the Skyforce will get a 3 or a 2 on the board. If they get a shot off, Christopher will go into the lane, and he will hit it. They'll review it, but I believe they'll put it on the board. The Sioux Falls Skyforce lead the Orlando and the Osceola Magic, 33-28 on the NBA G League Network.
Grand total of the winner of this year's competition, Sioux Falls Fire and Rescue, with 641 donation votes. This event was sent up to 3,600 lives. Great job on another successful year.
There are hardcore hoop heads, and then there's Timothy. He doesn't just watch the NBA, he studies the NBA G League, because he knows 60% of the NBA comes from the G. He knew Derek White was golden before he got golden. It's in his nature to watch the birds, run with the bulls, and howl at the news. The group chat knows what's up. He knows the most.
Thank you.
Because he watches the NBA G League. Watch tomorrow's NBA today.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
First of 2 between the Osceola Magic and the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Hey, big story is January home games. Buy 1 ticket, get 1 free here at the Sanford Pentagon. Might as well take advantage. We've got games this weekend and then next weekend as well. And of course, if the Osceola Magic are staying in town for another night tonight, they're at the Sioux Falls Sheraton Hotel. And they are the official host hotel for all NBA G League teams this season. And of course, if you're a Skyforce fan, you cheer on the Skyforce, and you can come to the Sheraton and enjoy the atmosphere at the Water's Edge Bar. The Magic are shooting a robust 58% from the floor. Skyforce at 46%. Warren Washington trying to guide one home. The Magic will come bull rushing the other way. Myron Gardner unable to handle the pass. That is the 6th combined turnover between these two teams. So for the most part, we have had a very cleanly played game. Man has returned for Sioux Falls. Christian Brown, his first action of the night. We mentioned his 30 points that he scored against Westchester. Bryson Warren trying to start. Warren Washington explodes to the hole. Put that on the board before Washington got that through the twine. An emphatic first bucket of the second quarter. Javonte Smart, and Baker returns the favor. So Robert Baker has 4 off the bench. Leading the way, Castleton with 10 and Malik Williams with 8 for Sioux Falls. Both of these teams have had a little bit of a layoff. Ooh, is Christian Brown on the drive-by. Javonte Smart. And they are going to review this play, and they will check to see if they gave any landing area. No, they will actually check to see if it will be a 2 or a 3, or maybe landing area. So Bill McClatchy he said he looked over to the scorer's table and said we need to review.
Previous play is under review for potential flagrant foul.
Okay, Nate Kearley says potential flagrant foul will be the issue. We will go to break at this time, so this will be for an official review. So we will come back and we'll get the determination from the officials. 35-30 on the NBA G League Network.
His first personal team foul, number 1 for Osceola.
Skyforce get the offensive rebound. So no flagrant foul in that instance.
Skyforce ball.
Skyforce continue play as Caleb Daniels will get a shot from the corner. Caleb Daniels hitting again, and he is the first Skyforce player in double figures. So they determined after that foul, Christian Brown ended up on the deck. There was no flagrant foul in that particular instance. So the Skyforce end up with 3 on the possession and draw to within 2. Baker gets a friendly roll. So, yep, Nate Kearley. Yep, so he wanted to make sure that everything was taken care of properly. I think there was a time that the whistle blew and they were a little unsure of how to proceed, but Baker does get the 3. So Baker with 7 off the bench, including 1 of 2 from the outside. Caleb Daniels again. What do you got? Short. Fight for the rebound. And White comes away. Javonte Smart has it poked free. Bryson Warren. Skyforce trail by 5. And a sideline violation for Caleb Daniels. The Osceola Magic, they're continuing their hot streak. 2 of 2 from the floor in this second quarter. Skyforce another foul. And that's on the heels of 14 of 24 throughout the entire first quarter. We will get substitutions for both teams. Josh Christopher is you got the 2 Williams is back. Javonte Smart gets into the paint. Short. The tap no good by Baker. Knocked out of bounds by Malik. He taps his chest in acknowledgement. Baker needed to be a little bit more aggressive on that tap back. Mac McClung, hung in the air a little bit, but Slauson able to pull it back out. 6 to shoot. To the corner, Smart. Needs to put it in motion. He will step back for the 3. And that one will remain in the hands of the Magic. Had 2 red-clad players in the area. Malik Williams, a wistful look. And now he'll atone for his mistake and steal it. And out of bounds. Baker was in the area and a little malicious against Malik. So Malik able to take advantage, and Baker slapped it out. So 3 team fouls on the Magic. That's a little bit hefty at the early stages. Javonte Smart with the thievery. He will take it, and that one rolls off the paddle. And they reach in. I think that'll got to be Man-Man. That'll be his 3rd. So Man-Man does pick up his 3rd personal foul. So some early fireworks from Melondis Williams. One from the outside, and also got a free throw. But he will take a seat with 8:46 remaining in the second period. Slauson at the free throw line. Too strong. The rebounding battle, that's one to watch as Nasir Little will step into a 3. Malik Williams will pull down the O-board. Isaiah Stevens back on the court. He'll set up Malik Williams and his twisting 3 ball, pulled down by Slauson. To the corner, Baker, another 3. And Baker with double digits off the bench. 41-33. An object on the court. They needed to make sure that was ready, get things back in order. I think it's someone's wrap that ended up falling off. And again, a lot of activity out on the perimeter. Both the Magic and the Skyforce playing offense early as Bryson Warren hits from the outside. So teams trading 3s. So again, another 5-point margin. And a free throw coming for the Magic. Jared Culver out of Texas Tech. Culver has played in this building before as a member of the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. I think that was the year that Rio Grande Valley got to the title game with Culver in a supporting role. And the free throw off the mark. 2 teams are not exactly prolific from the free throw line in this contest. 1 of 3 for the Magic, 3 of 5 for Sioux Falls. Down in the single digits on the shot clock, Isaiah Stevens floats it home. Skyforce within 3. And Mac McClung gets loose for 2. Mac McClung, 7 points on the night. Nasir Little finally gets on the scoreboard. Osceola Magic, they do play at a fast pace. If they go really, really fast, that's not very good for them. They're better when they slow it down. Castleton blocked from behind. They'll call the foul. If that's on Malik Williams, that would be his first. 6:46 remaining in the second quarter. And you look at how things have played out in this contest. There was a little bit of elasticity between the Osceola Magic and the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Magic with a largest lead of 9. That came in this second quarter. You look at some of the call-ups that have been brought to the fore over the past week. The latest one, Pete Nance. He was here with the Cleveland Charge during the showcase portion of the season. Called up to the Philadelphia 76ers, and we already mentioned Zion Pullen has the only triple-double in the Skyforce ledger for this year. Called up to Memphis. The Oklahoma City Thunder calling up Brandon Carlson. And the Raptors 905 giving up a couple of players over the past week. Eugene Omayuri, the other, he'll be staying close to home with the Toronto Raptors, calling him up, and Keon Brooks of the Birmingham Squadron also staying within the family. The New Orleans Hornets, or the New Orleans Pelicans, I'm sorry, that's 50 cents in the swear jar. Is the Birmingham Squadron and New Orleans Pelicans keeping that particular relationship. And of course the G League players, 14 of them called up this season. And there's always movement. You know, a couple more of the others that could in this particular instance. And of course the two-way players for the Sioux Falls Skyforce and the Miami Heat. Drew Smith, currently injured. Josh Christopher returning to Sioux Falls after a stint with the Miami Heat, and Isaiah Stevens. And Josh Christopher putting 5 games in his NBA record since Christmas Day with the Miami Heat. Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets playing tonight, the Vice uniforms. The latest score in that particular contest. In the second quarter, Nuggets lead the Heat 39-33. Last touched by Sioux Falls. Hit the sideline first before Javonte Smart tipped it. Now they will award it to Sioux Falls, because I knew Javonte Smart had touched it. So Warren and Stevens. Christopher will be the backcourt, and the front court will be Little, who is going to take it all the way in, and he will get the score. So draw to it in a 1-point game. So you got 2 reserves, 3 starters for the Magic. Ooh, Malik Williams able to snare it. Malik Williams with a couple of steals in this contest. Ooh. And they'll send it back out. The 3 for Warren. Fight for the rebound. Ethan Thompson pulls it down. Javonte Smart early in the offense will skip it over to Baker. Baker still smoking from the outside. Baker 3 of 4 from deep. 13 points to lead all scorers. Nasir Little with a couple of moves. Ooh, goes to the left side of the rim. Back to a 2-point game. And they'll kick it. 5:19 left in the second quarter. Castleton will run it, the pick and roll. McClung takes it himself. And there was really no angle for McClung to pass. So he'll just take it off the glass. McClung with 9. A 3 for Nasir. A rebound to Javante. Magic have sported the lead for most of this contest. Nasir Little with the grab. Josh Christopher. And then a mess inside. Nasir Little will pick it up and deposit it. Another pick and roll. McClung is free. He'll be picked up by Malik Williams. He'll go to the baseline. That is Mac McClung in a microcosm. He just knows where to get on the floor where he can get an advantage and get a score. Josh Christopher, give to Warren. Oh, he left it short. And that is a foul. Malik Williams for Castleton. That is a 5th team foul on Sioux Falls. So Malik Williams will put Castleton to the line. So you've got Baker at 13, McClung at 11, Castleton with 10. Castleton averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, and a block and a half with the Memphis Hustle in his time in the G League. Splitting time with the Grizzlies. No big runs in this contest. It's just been kind of steady or just snapping back like the rubber band. Malik Williams off the mark. A bucket here can maybe qualify as a run for the Osceola Magic. McClung will spin. Castleton. Now the rebound to Malik Williams. Malik is going to take it all the way to the glass. Missed the first, missed the second. And the Magic will come the other way. Magic still shooting very well from the floor, 57%. Josh Christopher the steal. Live ball turnovers and the give to Nasir Little, who can't finish. That may lead to Ethan Thompson, and they'll call the foul. Malik Williams will be guilty of the bump, and that would be his 3rd. 52-46, a free throw when we come back as the Magic, Castleton finding the trailer on the NBA G League Network. As the Magic come back and can extend a 6-point lead to 8.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Osceola, Florida, not to be confused with Osceola, Nebraska, or Osceola, Iowa. And yes, it is pronounced Osceola in Iowa. I learned that the hard way. Don't ask. The Osceola Magic lead it by 6. Osceola is more of a kind of a county designation south of the Orlando area. The Osceola Magic play their home games in the Silver Spurs Arena, which is located in Kissimmee, Florida. To the line, Ethan Thompson. And Thompson is short. And the free throw woes continue. 2 of 6 for Osceola. Warren Washington's going to play out the final 2:40 of this second quarter. Ooh, Christopher short on that 3 ball. Castleton hounded. And they'll reset it with McClung. Half the shot clock is gone. Pick and roll. Ooh, McClung finds an opening, and he draws the contact. Free throw worth 2 points. And of course, if you're the Osceola Magic, that is the guy you want to foul. McClung has missed only 1 toss in the regular season. He's 1 of 1 so far tonight. With 11 points, now 13. So it's been a slow climb, but the Osceola Magic lead it by 8. Down to the 2-minute mark in this first half. Caleb Daniels, Josh Christopher. He will step back. His 3 off the mark. Caleb Daniels fighting for the rebound. He will go. He will earn the accolades of his teammates on the bench and on the court. That is the last foul to give. First foul in the last 2 minutes. Mac McClung picking up his first. They'll take this from the side. Coach Dan Bisacchio, the coach of the month in the NBA G League for December. Warren Washington, the kick to Christopher. Stevens, the 3 is off the mark. Josh Christopher will put it back in, and he'll score. Christopher, now 3 of 10 from the floor with that putback. Thompson, there you go. Christopher, an 81% free throw shooter. The former Arizona State Sun Devil, played there just 1 season before being drafted into the NBA. And the Skyforce, now 50% from the free throw line. So both teams struggling from the line. Final minute 35. Open in the corner, Slauson. Rebound, Christopher. 4-on-3. Christopher raked out. Castleton, the behind the back, or at least the drop-off pass to the corner. Instead of going from a decent shot, that went to an excellent shot from the right corner. So Castleton with his 4th assist on the night. And the lead expands to 9. They'll run the 3-man up at the top. Nasir Little works his way just to the side of the paint. And the Magic get another rebound. They're out-rebounding Sioux Falls by 9. Magic claiming that was tipped out of bounds. Stevens did not make contact. Turnover number 9 for the Magic, but they have only yielded 4 points. Christopher and Slauson going toe-to-toe. Christopher turns the corner. Nasir Little fouled. They will pin that on Alex Morales. Alex Morales, his college days were at Wagner. The Seahawks, also a series of years at Prince George's Community College. Nasir Little out of North Carolina. Another missed free throw. That refrain is going to get old. Mac McClung. A sweet drive all the way from Gate City, Virginia. The Skyforce will work some clock. Stevens will administer the pick and roll. So they get the switch. Nasir Little from the other side. 7.2 to go. Into the lane, Jordan Slauson. That one is tipped. And the half will end with a 59-50 margin in favor of the Osceola Magic. We'll have highlights, we'll have stats, we'll have coach interview coming up at halftime on the NBA G League Network.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a fanatics experience.
It's game time.
We're gonna watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter. League pass goes hard. Check out that Jimmy buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Go back to Golden State. On TV.
I'm never leaving.
I don't want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
What's happening in the NBA app? What isn't happening? Watch this. This is can't stop. Won't stop. Stop it. Being up to speed at the speed of all access to all the above.
That's all day.
Big stops, bigger shots, passes behind the back to peeks behind the scenes. In every moment in between.
Because if it's happening,
It's happening. The new NBA app.
They're a hardcore hoophead. And then there's Timothy. He doesn't just watch the NBA, he studies the NBA G League. Because he knows 60% of the NBA comes from the G. Watch tomorrow's NBA today.
Sanford Health is proud to provide sports medicine coverage for the Sioux Falls Skyforce because orthopedic pain shouldn't disrupt every part of your life. You sit out when others head out, and not today when you really wish you could. If you've been avoiding the activities you used to love, make a change. The expert team at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine guides you through a full scope of orthopedic care with non-surgical and surgical treatment options because life is better with the freedom to move. Visit sanfordhealth.org to find a provider. It is spot-up shooting for the Osceola Magic that has been the star of the contest. In the first half, the Osceola Magic, or the first quarter, they were 14 of 24. Cooling off only slightly in the second quarter, they were 9 of 17. So over 50% in the second quarter. But they did commit quite a few turnovers in that second quarter, with 7 but that did not damage their efforts. They outscored Sioux Falls 26-22 in that second quarter after beating the Skyforce by 5 in the first. So a total of 9. Most point spread between the two teams was 11. And so that was during it was a 59-48 lead for the Magic at one time before settling for that final bucket in that second quarter for Sioux Falls. But again, those free throws, that is just ugly. Both of these teams are better than that. Although Sioux Falls, during the regular season, they've kind of tailed off in their free throw shooting. And the Osceola Magic, their free throw shooting, they are in the 80 percentile. Mostly, they are the number 3 shooting team in the league from the line. They average 83%. So if they were actually at their average, this game would be on the verge of some serious deficit that the Skyforce would have to overcome. And an interesting stat there as well, the Skyforce with 3 blocks and the Magic without any blocks so far. And actually, Magic average about 7 blocks per game, and as do the Skyforce. So we'll see if those numbers will turn around in the second half. And then that rebounding, with the Magic out-rebounding Sioux Falls by 8. That is also an interesting facet. So the Skyforce have more offensive rebounds, but the Osceola Magic have a little bit better percentage of getting the offensive rebounds. They haven't missed as many shots, but they do have 5 offensive boards. Second chance points, the Skyforce have a 12-6 advantage, but the Magic on the fast break, that is a significant spread, 8-0. The Osceola Magic have been prolific. We will have the interview with the Skyforce Brain Trust, and that will be in the form of Nate Wilson. We'll do that next.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
If you want to make it in this game, you got to be built different. This is a whole different league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
All right, it's game time. We're gonna watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter. League Pass goes hard. Check out the Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. No, just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson, they're snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to go for OT. I don't want you to leave the Grab the rest of me.
The future of the NBA, that's starting. Welcome to the NBA. Today, we're standing searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch the Today, that's laser new fresh. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot. Let's eat. We got the graph, the
All right.
spider, and Tyrannosaurus.
Come on. Really?
Hey, tomorrow we got the kicks, right?
Let's see. Oh,
got him.
This is the non-stop, never boring, make it new, every night National Basketball Association.
And that's all before tip-off.
60% of the NBA comes from the G. Do the math. Watch tomorrow's NBA today. There are hardcore hoop heads, and then there's Timothy. He doesn't just watch the NBA, he studies the NBA G League. Because he knows 60% of the NBA comes from the G. Watch tomorrow's NBA today.
We return to the Sanford Pentagon for the rest of our halftime. And we're joined by Coach Nate Wilson. My name is Dan Peters. And Nate, in that first half, you look at the shooting statistics, and you need to work on the defense a little bit. And a couple of the things that you didn't like in that first half, tell us about those things.
Yeah, for sure, defense is what we try to hang our hat on, and we always strive to be the best at that. And we take advantage of getting stops and running on offense to open that up. But 59 points is a lot for them. They're getting a lot of actions where they're just turning the corner and not seeing enough resistance, and then getting in the paint and either making layups or spraying from there and getting open threes.
Yeah, and they're getting a lot of, they have 18 assists with their 23 made baskets, so they're sharing the ball. Although you have been able to turn them over a few times, do you think getting the deflections, has that been to your satisfaction?
Yeah, we're always striving to get our hands on the ball, being disruptive, causing chaos as much as we can. And when we get hands on the ball, that obviously messes up their flow on the offense, and hopefully some of those turn into those turnovers that we can convert on the other end.
As far as getting their, making sure you run them off the three-point line, that's got to be one of your emphasis. One other thing that you can say that defensively you need to do in the second half.
Yeah, containing the three-pointer. They got a lot of three-point shooters, but then offensive rebounds. They've had a few extra attempts, and that's something you can always clean up by just finding a body and getting them out the way.
All right. Well, Nate, thanks for joining us at halftime, and we'll see how it plays out in the second half.
Sure. Thank you.
Sioux Falls Skyforce and the Osceola Magic. It's a 9-point game between these two teams, courtesy of 15 points from Mac McClung, 13 off the bench for Robert Baker, and 12 for Colin Castleton. The Sioux Falls Skyforce, they're led by Caleb Daniels with 10 off the bench, and Nasir Little, after a quiet first quarter with no points, ended up with 10 first half points for the Skyforce, for their two players in double figures. Skyforce shooting 4 of 18 from the three-point line, 7 of 16 for the Osceola Magic. So it's a 9-point game, and we'll catch more of it after this on the NBA G League Network. All right, thanks, Nate.
What's happening in the new NBA app? What isn't happening? Watch this. Because this is can't stop, won't stop. Oh, stop it. Being up to speed at the speed of all access to all the above.
And that's all day.
Big stops, bigger shots, passes behind the back to peeks behind the scenes. In every moment in between.
Because if it's happening in the new NBA app.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the spark that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
There are hardcore hoop heads, and then there's Timothy. He doesn't just watch the NBA, he studies the NBA G League, because he knows 60% of the NBA comes from the G. He knew Derek White was gold before he got gold. It's in his nature to watch the birds, run with the bulls, and howl at the moon. The group chat knows what's up. He knows the most about the NBA because he watches the NBA G League. Watch tomorrow's NBA today.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
Nine-point margin between the Osceola Magic and the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Of course, the Osceola Magic, they were formerly in Lakeland, Florida, when they started their journey as a one-to-one affiliate with the Orlando Magic. And of course, there is also some history with the Magic and the Erie Bayhawks. So Erie Bayhawks were an affiliate with Orlando back in that transition period where Erie was kind of in no man's land, similar to Sioux Falls, where you have a team that is away from their initial entry into the NBA. Malik Williams starts it off, and he gets a 10-point night. Second time tonight, the Skyforce have started the quarter scoring. They will call the foul. Slauson. First 30 seconds of the second half. The Skyforce commit their first foul. And Man is his fourth. So in his debut in this season for the Skyforce, played with Sioux Falls last season, did Alondis Williams. As Slauson will take it to the hole and score. Nasir Little will start the possession. The dribble handoff, Josh Christopher, a little short and a little to the right. The Magic's largest lead has been by 11. Into the corner, try to make it 12, and Malik Williams, one rebound away from a double-double. Christopher, the kick out. And back to the corner, left side. Oh, spin out. Slauson will try it from long range, and Slauson finds the range. Slauson hits his first three-pointer of the night, and he's got 9. That is the largest lead of the game at 12. Christopher, well, he missed from that spot moments ago. Ooh, and that one kind of spun out of bounds. And Magic touched it last. A little bad English took it away from the Skyforce players to be able to hunt that one down. Just over 2 minutes gone by. Nasir Little will have to put it to work with 5 on the shot clock. Will work his way all the way, and he will go to the line. Nasir Little had the grab on the arm. And Slauson will commit the foul. That's his second. Nasir Little, drafted by the Portland Trail Blazers and also played with the Phoenix Suns last season, has 237 NBA games under his belt. Leads Sioux Falls with 12. With a lob, and it's stolen away by Christopher. Alondis gives it up to Nasir. Cannot convert, but he'll get another free throw. Nasir Little, a chance to go 2 of 3 from the line if he can hit this toss. A 1 free throw worth 2 points. Same scenario we saw play out moments ago. Nasir Little with the Miami Heat in the preseason before being affiliated to the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Mac McClung with some space. Instead, he'll skip it to the other side. And the Euro step, the tap is good for Castleton. Castleton is now 6 of 7 from the floor. His 7th rebound, 14 points. Back to a 10-point game. Isaiah Stevens. Ball kicked out of bounds. The Skyforce will get 14 on the clock. It's been interesting how Isaiah Stevens in his return, they've been putting Nasir Little in a lot of the action. Malik Williams will fire from the outside. And the ball diverted into backcourt. Isaiah Stevens, and the save will come to the Osceola Magic. Magic with the hustling ability. Mac McClung a little bit strong on his three-point attempt. Oh, and Man got loose with the handle. Malik Williams does have his double-double. Castleton, and there's a block on Castleton. Second attempt, Man the rebound. Josh Christopher will try to go one-on-one on Mac McClung. He'll draw the contact. And McClung will offer that, yep, he did reach. He did not oppose the whistle. Josh Christopher led the NBA G League in numerous categories during the showcase portion of the season. Points, three-point shots, and missed the free throw. Both teams are at either 50% or sub 50%. So this game is starting to grind in this third quarter, which would be favor Sioux Falls. As the Magic McClung, he will fire from 29. Yeah! Now it's up to 13. Nasir Little. Stevens. Man. Stevens will fire the three. The Skyforce have not been successful from the outside as Malik Williams touched it last and hurdled the sideline seats. Skyforce are 4 of 22 from the long range, while the Magic are 9 of 20. Down to the 7.5-minute mark of this third quarter. The Magic looking to extend a 13-point lead. They will not. That is turnover number 12. And again, that has only netted 6 points for Sioux Falls. So the points off turnover, 6-5. Stevens looking for a cutter. Man is the man. Malik for three. And Malik is able to work it back to a 10-point game. Mac McClung, the first step, has to put on the brakes. Into the lane, Morales, and then he'll work it back around. He'll get the ball back, and he'll, leave it on the doorstep. Malik Williams, ball fake, the kick out. Malik Williams does not elect to try to heat check. Stevens, the fade. Fading to his left, Isaiah Stevens works his way toward the double-figure mark in points. Skyforce trail by 8.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter. League pass goes hard. Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team you.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks.
I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Let's go! In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot.
Let's eat.
We got the crowd, the clock, Spider, and Tyrannosaurus.
Come on. Really?
Hey, DeMar, we got the kicks, right?
Let's see. Oh. Yeah. We got him.
This is the non-stop, never worn, make it new, every night National Basketball Association. And that's all before the tip-off.
Well, there are 3 more games after tonight in the Sanford Pentagon for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. You got tomorrow night against the Osceola Magic, and then we'll light it up again for the Memphis Hustle on January 24th, 25th. So that's another Friday, Saturday weekend double with the same team in both of those outings. So you want to get some tickets for those games? Buy one, get one free for the month of January. So that opportunity does exist. Upcoming games on the Sioux Falls Skyforce schedule, powered by Poet, worldwide leader in biofuel energy. McClung down low. Castleton finds some space. He will get the second opportunity. Castleton working a double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 7 of 11 from the floor in his Osceola debut. Nasir Little with the touch from outside the paint. Skyforce get the ball back. Josh Christopher hounded. Man on the reverse. Off the feed from Christopher. Skyforce turned the turnover into points. McClung versus Stevens. McClung, ball is tipped. McClung gets it back to beat the shot clock. Mac McClung. Well, you look at the runs in this game. You have a 6-0 run for Osceola in the second quarter. The Skyforce have only put together a 7-0 run at the outset of this game to push their largest lead of the game at the time. A 3 for Man to make it a 5-point game. Thompson off the screen, finds the rhythm. So both teams heating up in this portion of the contest. Christopher looking for Malik Williams. Ball fake, drives in, floats, and he will get the opportunity to get 2 at the line. This will be the 11th trip to the line for Sioux Falls. Malik Williams, 1 of 2 currently at the line. He's got a double-double working. Malik Williams spent time in the NBA at the conclusion of last season. Well, Malik Williams, he has 4 offensive rebounds tonight as part of those 12 boards that he's collected. A couple of those have come off of blocked shots from Malik tonight. And Malik completes the one toss for 2 points. 5 points separating these two teams. Brief 13-point lead. Ooh, behind the back pass to Robert Baker. Robert Baker is up to 15 points. And again, making immediate impact off the bench. Man will drive in. Send it off to Caleb Daniels. Skyforce sharing the ball. That is their 17th assist tonight. 23 assists put together by the Magic. And Josh Christopher is going to take it, and he'll give it up to Man. As the Skyforce turn a steal into points. That is the 13th turnover, 11 points yielded. Now you play with fire, and again, ball deflected, and they'll call an offensive foul. And that will be whistled against Robert Baker. 3:27 to go, third quarter. Now, if you think Robert Baker has been to the Sanford Pentagon multiple times, you would be right. Robert Baker, this is his 4th straight year in Sioux Falls as an opposing player. He was here with the Stockton Kings, then the following year, the Lakeland Magic. Warren Washington, double dub at the rim. And then Robert Baker was here with the College Park Skyhawks, and now again with the Osceola Magic. 1-point game. Skyforce with a 6-0 run, and a Washington steal. $2:56 to go in the third quarter, and we're at a 1-point game. Timeout on the court. The Sioux Falls Skyforce starting to feel the nerve. Osceola Magic, they need to D it up.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter. League pass goes hard. And check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team you.
I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Thank you very much. The Osceola Magic have committed 5 turnovers in this quarter, and that has propelled the Sioux Falls Skyforce to within 1. After briefly trailing by 13 points at 69-56, the Sioux Falls Skyforce have been able to outscore the Magic by 12 in the ensuing minutes. 20-8 is the run currently, if you want to extend it all the way back to that largest lead. And most of that on the strength of the Skyforce inducing the turnovers. That's 5 of them. Those 5 turnovers in this quarter have been able to give Sioux Falls 8 points. Actually 9 points. Couldn't make it another 2 with Caleb Daniels at the free throw line. So as good as a feeling that has been over the past 3 minutes of action, and near turnover again. Josh Christopher and Javonte Smart going toe-to-toe, the fade to the corner. That's a tough shot. Offensive rebound, and the putback by Gardner. That's Myron Gardner with the bucket, his first of the night. Now the Magic trying to do a turn. And that is an 8-second violation. So the Magic play defense and force the Skyforce a dose of their own medicine. In this second half, Sioux Falls, they have committed only 3 turnovers, and that has not netted too many points. Could net him 2 here. Slauson in control. Nope, he turns it over. Alondis Williams will kick to Bryson Warren, and the transition 3. And there's a reach. Loose ball foul on Christopher. That is the first, not the second team foul. They'll take this one from the side. So 15 turnovers for the Magic, and they've still got 1 quarter to go. Skyforce outscoring the Magic in this third quarter, 28-20. Gardner will drive in, hang, and he'll draw another foul. Christopher with his second. Gardner to the free throw line. Has had limited opportunities tonight. Gardner's 7 minutes. Gardner on the season, 6 points he averages per contest. Christopher and Warren, Washington with the 2-man game, and Baker the rebound. Magic weathering the storm here in this third quarter. After the lead dwindled all the way to 1, they could put it up to 8. Caleb Daniels will grab the rebound. Final 1:15 of the third quarter. Crossover for Man. He'll draw the foul. Man's been playing with 4 fouls for quite a bit in this third quarter. He caught that 4th foul early in this period. Man currently with 12 points, 4 assists, a pair of rebounds. He is 4 of 5 from the floor, so that 12 points, very efficient. Man earned a call-up to the NBA last season with the Miami Heat. Was with the Detroit Pistons on a 2-way contract. Javonte Smart. Ooh, wowzers. And they're going to call a loose ball foul. And Warren Washington ended up hard on the deck. And he'll need to gather himself a little bit. Yep. So Warren, he was in a vulnerable position. So Nate Kearley will come over and they will review. So he will be tended to by the Skyforce training staff. And that includes Zach James. And Tony Snell will help Warren Washington, and he will labor a little bit. And if he does not return to shoot the free throw, he cannot return to the game. So they will discuss this. Warren Washington will have to shoot the free throw if he wants to stay eligible in the game. So this will be so Washington, yep. Gardner came over and we'll get the result from Nate here.
After review, just a common foul. Gardner goes through Washington's body. It's a hard fall. There's no unnecessary contact. And we will shoot the penalty. 1 shot for 2 points for Washington.
Warren Washington will shoot 2 points on this 1 free throw. And again, thanks to Nate Kearley, he's the crew chief for this G League contest between the Osceola Magic and the Sioux Falls Skyforce, and we're going to do it again, same place tomorrow night, but tomorrow night's game will be at a different time. There will be a 1 hour delay because we are going to be on the Tubi platform tomorrow night. So tomorrow night's game will be an 8 o'clock Central Time start, and it will be on Tubi tomorrow night. So a chance to draw it within one. Warren Washington is 1 of 2 from the stripe, and now 2 of 3 from the stripe in the regular season. 1 point game, under a minute left. So Washington, he will remain on the court, but there will be a substitution if there is a whistle. And Gardner would be wanting a foul called as Christopher spins the kick to the corner. Bryson Warren for the lead. And their offensive rebound for the lead. And again, the Skyforce for the lead. No opportunity for the Orlando Magic to get a 2 for 1. 17.4 seconds left in the quarter. 10 to shoot for the Magic. Warren Washington will have a deserved rest, and we'll see if he is, yes, he is going to the locker room to be tended to by the training staff. 6 to shoot. Culver. Slauson. The kick out. Gardner for 3. Yes, to beat the shot clock. Man's going to take it all the way to the 10, and he will draw the foul with 2 seconds left. So Man. Yep. Robert Baker in the area, right at the rim. Man back to the line with 14 points. Just hit a free throw most moments ago. And Skyforce have hit their last 2 free throws. They have not been very good at the line, but they have at least been stroking it as of late. Man continues that string. 2 seconds, 2 points from the backcourt. No. And we will go to the third quarter. A 2-point margin between these two teams. Magic and Skyforce. We'll see how it plays out in the fourth quarter next.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Osceola Magic, Sioux Falls Skyforce doing battle on Heritage Court at the Sanford Pentagon. Glad to be with you tonight. I'm Dan Peters. A quartet of players for each team in double figures. 20 for Mac McClung to lead the way, 16 for Colin Castleton in his Magic debut, 15 for Robert Baker off the bench, and 10 for Ethan Thompson. Sioux Falls led by Nasir Little and Alondis Williams, both with 16, 15 for Malik Williams, and 12 for Caleb Daniels off the bench. Into the lane, Gardner. Ooh, nice rammer off the glass. Magic dropping, and they're shooting in the third quarter down to 52% for the game, but committing a lot of turnovers in that third period. Jalen Slauson, he will go to the free throw line. One free throw for 2 points. Isaiah Stevens with the bump. Jalen Slauson can get into double figures with this particular free throw attempt. And Slauson converts, doubles up the lead. And a technical foul has been whistled against Caleb Daniels. Caleb Daniels wondering where the infraction came. And Caleb Daniels will walk over to Nick Kearley to get the ruling. And Javonte Smart, this is a free throw for one. Yep, so Caleb Daniels lit up. And so the Skyforce dig themselves a mini hole at the start of the fourth quarter. And the foul out on the perimeter, I think they want to make sure that things don't get too chippy. The officials want to make sure that these two teams don't get out of hand, because they will have to play again tomorrow night. So the pitch doesn't want to get up to fever pace. Nasir Little, he is not hit from the outside in this contest. 0 of 3 from deep. The Magic can grow to a 3-possession game. Smart for 3. And Javonte Smart. That's his second three-pointer of the night. And it's a 10-point game. 8-0 run, to start this period. Isaiah Stevens, loose ball foul as the Orlando Magic converged underneath. And they will call Caleb Daniels with the foul. The first indication was that loose ball foul, and they were going to stay on that end. So Caleb Daniels was in amongst 3 players, tapped it with one hand. And I don't think he was grabbing another player, but the officials look at it differently. Baker down low, I got the adjustment. So it's a 10-0 run, the largest run of the game for the Osceola Magic. And they are on the cusp of the largest lead of the game. They'll call a foul against Sioux Falls. And of course, the Sioux Falls 3-point shooting tonight has been substandard. They are 6 of 30. So if you're looking for the Skyforce to use the long ball to get back into it, they're going to have to heat up double quick. But the first thing is to get points on the board. Will it be a Christopher 3? No. Under 10 minutes remaining. Another three for Baker. Alondis Williams with the box out. Nasir Little will spin, get to the rim, and put it in. Lead back to 10. The Magic have been protecting the orange a little better in this first sequence of the fourth quarter. Kick out Gardner, three is good. And Gardner's in double figures. And that prompts a timeout from Dan Bisacchio and the Sioux Falls Skyforce Brain Trust. Or Osceola Magic getting the deal done.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
What's happening in the new NBA app? What isn't happening?
Watch this.
Because this is can't stop, won't stop. Oh, stop it. Being up to speed at the speed of all access to all the above.
And that's all day.
Big stops, bigger shots, passes behind the back to peeks behind the scenes. In every moment in between.
Because if it's happening in the new NBA app.
.14 left to go in this contest. Other games around the Wisconsin Herd, they have turned it back on, beating the Indiana Mad Ants tonight. That's 2 in a row for the Wisconsin Herd. Austin Spurs performing well tonight. Capital City Go-Go also with a healthy win this evening. Couple of games in the Western Conference tonight. And again, the Osceola Magic, they are certainly taking things out on the perimeter. Count that basket as continuation for the man-man jam. So the two defenders come over. Man-man with the free throw. 16 points, can get up to 17. That's one shy of the team high for tonight. So Gardner against Christopher at the top. They'll slip the screen. Baker fade to the corner. Baker free throw line jumper. Baker's been very good from the floor tonight. 7 of 12. Isaiah Stevens on the run, cuts to the corner, to the wing. Stevens again on the drive, off of Baker, out of bounds. 10 to shoot for the Skyforce. Orlando still winning the rebound battle. 42 to 32. Malik Williams for three. And Nasir Little trying to sneak through to put it back in. The Magic with the 10-point lead. They'll work a little clock. Javonte Smart, series of dribbles. Deep in the shot clock, deep three. Back to a 13-point game. And the Magic hit the hundo. Josh Christopher, the sidestep. And if the Magic can convert on this possession, that would be their largest lead of the night. Yeah, they do. Baker. And Baker will get the technical foul in the aftermath. Yeah, the slap of the basket stanchion. No, can't do that. Oh, 15-point game currently. Man to the free throw line after the exuberance from Baker. 7.5 minutes to go. The uphill climb is steep. Good news for the Skyforce. They have the return of Warren Washington. So whatever they were able to do in the locker room, it was appealing to Washington. Ball diverted in the paint. Free throw line jumper, short. Christopher. Josh Christopher has had a tough night. He is 3 of 16 from the floor. Baker for 3. That one rattled out. Mac McClung, second chance. 4-3. The lead swells to 17. The Osceola Magic. And we've got a foul out on the perimeter. They'll take this one from the side. The Magic will be in the penalty for the balance of the period, which will put Sioux Falls at the line. Skyforce are now 11 of 17 from the stripe. Still below standard. Magic well below standard. Christopher will ponder. 7 to shoot as Christopher will drive in, and that one with the dramatic flair on the orange. And the Magic, they work clock a little bit, but they will not work clock in this possession. They will take a little liberty as Washington gets the rebound. Isaiah Stevens works into the lane, and the pass offline into the lane, and the foul. Alex Morales taking it to the rim. And we'll get a free throw worth 2 points in this opportunity. Nasir Little was the brick wall coming in. That's his first personal foul. The third team foul on Sioux Falls. And depending on how things play out, this game could go lengthy if the fouling parade begins. So we're almost halfway done in this fourth quarter. Morales converts. Again, that initial 10-point burst for the Osceola Magic, giving them the separation in this quarter. It was a 2-point game as we enter the fourth. Isaiah Stevens into the lane, and again short. You know, we've seen those shots in the painted area for Sioux Falls. In that game against the San Diego Clippers, they were back rimming it. This game, they're front rimming it. Castleton with the putback. And another timeout for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. 19-point bulge as the Osceola Magic in control.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League Pass goes hard.
And check out the heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Ooh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Let's go! In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot. We got the crowd, the clock, the spot, and some right stories.
Come on, really?
Hey, tomorrow we got tickets, right?
Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah. We got it.
This is the non-stop, never boring, make it music every night National Basketball Association. And that's all before tip-off.
The fourth quarter has belonged to the Osceola Magic as they lead it by 19. Sioux Falls Skyforce are among a glut of teams within range of earning a playoff spot. With a loss tonight, they would drop to 4-4. Put them in position with the Salt Lake City Stars. Looks like the Austin Spurs are going to win their way to a 5-4 record. And the Santa Cruz Warriors starting off this regular season on the hot streak after they were kept out of the showcase and the tip-off tournament. Isaiah Stevens will work it to Washington. Hits the baseline with 8 seconds to shoot. .109.90. 23 points for Mac McClung. That is right on his average. And the Skyforce are 6 of 32 from the outside. Count that basket. Christopher will get a score and one more. His last 2 buckets have been, again, with the dramatic. Morales harming him on the arm. That's his 3rd personal. Josh Christopher into double figures with that score. Along with those 4 rebounds, Christopher with 6 assists on the night. And the Skyforce have fallen off in their free throw shooting. 11 of 18 from the stripe. Christopher 0 of 3 from the charity line. McClung will set it up, and then they'll give it into Castleton's hands. Castleton, give him the hat tip. That was some serious work for Colin Castleton out of Florida. 20 points, 12 rebounds. Pick and roll with Williams and Washington. To the other end. McClung drives in, and whoa, couple of players hitting the deck. Christopher and McClung both will resume action. Now, Christopher coming in from behind. .111.92. Again, a 19-point spread can be 21 with McClung at the line. Even though tonight's margin, at least at this point, is well in the favor of the Magic, you might want to look out for tomorrow night's game between these two teams. I do not believe that there will be a whole lot of friendly banter between these two teams with the next 4 minutes of this game and then 48 more tomorrow. Nasir Little, the step back. When you're not very up to your par from the outside, which the Skyforce have not been tonight, that does close off a lot of avenues. Oh, from 30, Mac McClung is going to give up that possession. With 3:30 to go. And we've got a fanned item falling onto the court, so they will stop play to prevent injury. Got to keep your hands on that there, young fella. Man in Washington. It's man taking it. Skyforce called for a delay of game. Oh, they'll slip the pick and roll and try something different. Probably work it down to at least 6. Mac McClung will take it in the lane, kick it out, the 3, toe on the line. They've got to review that because it looked like a toe on the line. It doesn't matter anyway. Castleton with 20. And the steal for Castleton. Doing it with defense. You know, you have that dynamic with Castleton. His spot was taken by Zion Pullen, so you can imagine that he would have some extra motivation. As McClung scores his 27th point of the night. Washington with the foul. There will be an official review at this time. Nick Kearley will take a look at that play. They will actually, what they'll do is review the Castleton basket. So they did review it. They did want to review it. From my perspective, watching it on the monitor, it did look like it was a 2-point shot. Yep. So they do change the 3-point basket to a 2.
Okay, after review, Castleton's made field goal at 2:52 of the fourth period has been changed from a 3-point field goal to a 2-point field goal.
All right, the officials review. And it's important to do it at that particular time because they cannot guarantee a timeout between now and the end of the game. So during that stoppage, it was a convenient opportunity to make that determination. Eastern Conference standings. Oh, with the Mad Ants in that loss, that pushes them down in the standings a little bit. And again, with everything fluid, toss is good. Completing the and one. And that is a 24-point lead for the Magic. Alondis Williams, no. Tyler Polley with the follow. He will get an opportunity at the free throw line. Still one free throw for 2 points. Tyler Polley's first action of the night for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Polley out of Connecticut. Among the starters, Alondis Williams has the fewest minutes played with 28. He'll surpass Malik Williams, has 29 momentarily. He'll have Daniels, Warren, Christian Brown has returned. And Tyler Polley, who scored 15 points in that game against the Westchester Knicks last Friday night. Ball knocked free. Magic will keep it. Culver, sideline violation. And that will be Patrick Gardner, 6'11 center out of Marist. On the other end, Alondis Man Williams continuing his scoring prowess. He's got 24, and he'll get one more at the free throw line. The Skyforce are currently 11 of 19 at the free throw line. And Man has been the best of the bunch, but even he falls prey. Caleb Daniels, he'll score and get one more. That was the first miss of the night for Man. 5 out of 6 now. Caleb Daniels, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. The free throw line and the three-point line. Neither have been kind to Sioux Falls tonight. The Magic are 9 of 13, so making a little bit better treasures at the stripe, but 14 of 33 from long range for the Osceola Magic. That's been a big difference in the game. And also the rebounding, 53 to 36. That is significant. That is the 17th turnover of the night. Caleb Daniels, the double pump. So the lead sneaks back to 17 after briefly swelling to 24. Javonte Smart's drive, and he'll finish. Now the Skyforce, their defensive rating when they lose at the 113 range as Bryson Warren strokes it. And of course, those 32 three-point attempts. You know, the more three-pointers you're taking, that's also one of the trend lines for Sioux Falls in games where they've not played well. A three and a swish for Jared Culver. Bryson Warren will swing it around, corner. The side step for Man, and he will get 2 free throws, I believe. So Man to the free throw line. This will be 2 free throws. So it was not on the attempt of the shot, it was the kick out. 2 free throws. Man wanted 3, but they're only going to give him 2. So Man with his second attempt is the second of 2. And again, that little hitch. And players eager to get into the lane. So will the Magic try to pour in some salt, or will they back off? Well, Javonte Smart, at least for now, will wait for the shot clock to expire as Smart and Man will let that play out. And the Skyforce will inbound it, and then shortly afterward, we'll hear the third note on the scale. The final score as the game concludes. It's over. A 123-105 Osceola Magic victory. They will go to 3-4 on the season, and the Skyforce will drop to 4-4. That snaps a 2-game losing streak for the Osceola Magic. The Skyforce snap a 1-game winning streak, but that is 3 in a row that they have lost at home. Actually, 4 in a row that Sioux Falls has lost in succession. 28 points for Mac McClung He finishes 9 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 5 from the three-point line, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 28 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds for Mac McClung, the former Gate City, Virginia product, who ended his collegiate career at Texas Tech. Next on the list, a great debut for Colin Castleton, who ended up with 22 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. And then off the bench, Robert Baker. His production should go highly regarded with 19.7 rebounds for the Magic. Top 3 for the Skyforce tonight. Man finished with 26 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Off the bench, Caleb Daniels, 17 points. He was 6 of 8 from the floor. And then 18 points for Nasir Little. And that was after a scoreless first quarter. So 18 for Nasir in a losing effort for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. These two teams will play again tomorrow night. And that will be an 8 o'clock Central Time start. Keep that in mind. Hour later than the normal start for Sioux Falls tomorrow night against the Osceola Magic. For our entire crew, my name is Dan Peters. So long from the Sanford Pentagon, and have a blessed night. Castleton 6'11" rebound for the Magic. Castleton dumps it off, turns the corner. He will run into Malik Williams, who will Magic the other way. Castleton, quick move inside, will score over Williams. 2 minutes gone by as Isaiah Stevens gets a friendly roll. Nasir Little will lead the break. He will Euro step, kick it out. The three from the right corner, and a minimum of mischievousness on the drive. Back out, Ethan Thompson will try to break down. And they kick to McClung, who got open. 102. Christopher, the kick, free throw line jumper, and checking into the game. Launching from deep. Into the lane, and a score from Josh Christopher. It's a quick 5-on-4. Orlando and Osceola. The spin from Morales. Castleton. That is the one. The other direction, past Culver. And there's Castleton. Osceola Magic soon. Pull-up jumper to lead the Osceola Magic. Turnaround jumper, Castleton. He cleared waivers, and then the Memphis didn't want him as Malik Williams goes to work. Sends it out. Ethan Thompson's open. And he gets it. He will set it up for Daniels. Three from the right. Or rather back in the Sanford Pentagon. Ooh, Baker. Bryson Warren feeds Warren Washington. Culver. Culver's going to drive, and he'll get to the rim, and it's wiped away by Washington. The cleanup side for the Osceola Magic. Javante Smart open for three, and he cashes in. Christopher, Washington. Now they'll give it up to Daniels. Down low, Culver is in double trouble, but is able to. Warren Washington has it slip away. Robert Gardner will give it up to Jalen Slauson. If they get a shot off, Christopher will go into the lane, and he will hit it. Niall Bryson Warren trying to start. Warren Washington explodes to the. Javante Smart, and Baker returns the favor. Skyforce continue play as Caleb Daniels will get a shot from the corner. Caleb Daniels and draw to within two. Baker gets a friendly roll to the corner. Baker, another three. The Magic and the Skyforce playing offense early. As Bryson Warren hits from the down in the single digits on the shot clock, Isaiah Stevens, 3. And Mac McClung, 7 points on the night. Nasir Little finally gets on the scoreboard. Front court will be Little, who is going to take it all the way in, and he will get the score. Early in the offense, will skip it over to Baker. Baker still smoking from the outside. With a couple of moves, goes to the left side of the run it, the pick and roll. McClung takes it himself. Josh Christopher. And then a mess inside. Nasir Little will pick it up and deposit it. Another pick and roll. McClung is free. He'll be picked up by Malik Williams. He'll go to the baseline. That is to Christopher. Stevens, the 3 is off the mark. Josh Christopher will put it back in. Out. Castleton, the behind the back, or at least that refrain is going to get old. Mac McClung administer the pick and roll. So they get the switch. Nasir Little, a team that is away from their initial, as Slauson will take it to the hole, and Slauson will try it from long range, skip it to the other side. And the Euro step, the tap is good for Cast. As the Magic McClung, he will fire from 29. Yeah! Man is the man. Malik for 3. And Malik Williams does not elect to try to heat check. Stevens, the fade. Down low, Castleton finds some space. He will get the second opportunity. 7 of 11 from the floor in his Osceola debut. Nasir, Josh Christopher hounded. Man on the reverse. McClung versus Stevens. McClung, ball is tipped. McClung gets it back to beat the shot clock. This game. To push their largest lead of the game at the time. A 3. Thompson off the screen. Fine. Brief 13-point lead. Behind the back pass to Robert Baker. Man will drive in. Send it off to Caleb Daniels. 23 assists put together by the Magic. And Josh Christopher is going to take it, and he'll give it up to Man. As a Skyforce following year, the Lakeland Magic. Warren Washington, double down. Toe-to-toe, the fade to the corner. That's a tough shot. Offensive rebound, and the putback by Slauson. The kick out. Gardner for 3. Yes, to beat the shot. Into the lane, Gardner. To a 3-possession game. Smart for 3. And Javonte Smart. The officials look at it differently. Baker down low. I got the adjustment. Nasir Little will spin, get to the rim, and put it in. That's of the fourth quarter. Kick out, Gardner. 3 is good. Osceola Magic. They are certainly taking things out on the perimeter. Count that basket. Javonte Smart, series of dribbles. Deep in the shot clock. Deep 3. This possession, that would be their largest lead of the night. Yeah, they do. Mac McClung, second chance. 4-3. 7 to shoot as Christopher will drive in, and that one game they're front rimming it. Castleton, 6 of 32 from the outside. Count that basket. Chris up, and then they'll give it into Castleton's hands. Castleton, give him man in Washington. It's man. Taking it. Mac McClung will take it in the lane, kick it out. The 3, toe on the line. They got a review. His spot was taken by Zion Pullen, so you can imagine that he would have some extra motivation. As McClung scores his 27th point of the night. On the other end, and Man has been the best of the bunch, but even he falls prey. Caleb Daniels, he'll score and get one more. The 17th turnover of the night. Caleb Daniels, the double swelling to 24. Javonte Smart's drive, and he'll finish. Skyforce, their defensive rating when they lose at the 113 range. As Bryson Warren, a 3 and a swish. Balls has lost